Good evening, students. Today I'm with a new topic, and this topic is about Coulomb's law. This is one of the most basic law of electrostats, as this law gives us about the knowledge of force and the magnitude of force and the direction of force between two charged particles. As we know that there are two type of charged particle, one is positive and another one is negative. And we also know that the like charges repel, means positive repel each other and positive negative attract each other, and similarly negative repel each other. So these charges repel each other with some force. Okay, that force is given by Coulomb's law. So Coulomb's law वो लॉ है जो चार्जेस के बीच में लगने वाली फोर्स के मैग्नीट्यूड के बारे में और उसकी डायरेक्शन के बारे में हमें बताता है. This force can be repulsive, this force can be attractive. It totally depends on the sign of the charge. चार्जेस के साइन क्या है, वो पॉजिटिव है या नेगेटिव है या दोनों पॉजिटिव है, इस चीज के ऊपर कूलम्स का फोर्स डिपेंड करता है. ओके, सो इट इज अट्रैक्टिव इफ वन चार्ज इज पॉजिटिव एंड अदर चार्ज इज नेगेटिव. So let us derive the expression for the Coulomb's law. Like, let us consider we have two charges and we consider that these are the point charges. Like, I consider one charge here and its name is Q1. Q1 is the magnitude of charge of this charge, and Q2 is the magnitude of this second charge. Okay, and they are separated by a distance small r. I say that these are the point charges. So what is the meaning of point charges? Like, when the distance between the two charges is very large in comparison to the size of charges, okay, then we call these charges as a point charges. This distance r is very large in comparison to the size of these charges q1 and q2, then we regard q1 q2 as a point charges. They are very small. Okay, so what is the force between these two charges is given by Coulomb's law. So Coulomb's law states that the force between these two charges is directly proportional to product of the magnitude of two charges, like q1 q2, and this force is inversely proportional to distance square of the distance between these two charges. Like, F is proportional to 1 by r square, or you can call it is inversely proportional to square of the distance, or you can call like force is directly proportional to 1 by r square. So this is my equation number 1, this is my equation number 2. I combine these two equations and now I get the expression for force. It is like, after combining I will get force is proportional to q1 q2 upon r square. Now I remove that sign of proportionality and insert a constant there. It is known as small k, q1 q2 by r square. So this law gives me the magnitude of force between the two charged particles. This force can be attractive, this force can be repulsive. So after that I put the value of k 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r square. अभी मैं जो सिर्फ मैग्नीट्यूड लिख रहा हूँ. फोर्स इज अ वेक्टर क्वांटिटी, इट हैज द डायरेक्शन, सो यू हैव टू यूज द sign of a vector on that, but I'm just writing the magnitude here. So this epsilon naught is known as the permittivity of a medium. Like, if we consider that our charges are present in air or in vacuum, we can call it as the permittivity of a free space. So this is known as the permittivity. Like, larger the permittivity of a medium, larger the polarization of that medium. Okay, so it means more is the permittivity, less is the force of repulsion or attraction between the charges, means less is the force between the charges. So this constant basically comes from that medium part. Like, what is the medium? That nature of the medium also influence the force between the charged particles. So here we just drive a relation, like what is the force there. So using this expression we can drive the magnitude of force acting between the charged particles. Like, what about the direction? We can also have to drive the direction, how to check the direction bit of the forces there. Like, I have charge q1 and q2. Like, let us consider that this q1 is positive charge, this q2 is also positive charge. So ये दोनों एक दूसरे को रिपल्शन करेंगे. ओके, ये दोनों एक दूसरे को रिपेल करेंगे. सो Q1 Q2 को रिपेल करेगा, मतलब अपने से दूर भेजेगा. लाइक Q1 की वजह से Q2 पे जो फोर्स होगी उसका डायरेक्शन ये रहेगा. ओके. एंड सिमिलरली Q1 पे Q2 की वजह से जो फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्शन रहेगा उसका डायरेक्शन ये रहेगा. ओके. सो इट इज लाइक आई हैव one charge positive and another charge negative. So this positive charge will attract this charge. So force की जो डायरेक्शन होगी उसका साइन इस तरफ. Similarly this negative charge also attract this positive charge. तो अगर मैं कहूँ कि इसकी वजह से इस पे फोर्स किस डायरेक्शन में लग रहा है तो मैं एरो इस तरफ को लगा दूंगा. ओके. सो इन दिस वे वी विल जस्ट check the direction of the force. So in the last I just want to say that this is a law that gives us the force between the charged particles and the direction between the charged particles. वो भी हम देख सकते हैं like by checking the sign of the charges whether they are positive or they are negative. And if we have same charges then these charges will repel each other with that force F is equal to 1/4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r square, where r is the distance between the charges. Here we consider point charges. Like point charges are very small charges, means that the distance between them is very large in comparison to their size. So these charges are known as the point charges. So we derived the expression. I hope you understood the concept or what is the Coulomb's law. Thank you very much.